Today I'm going to be reviewing the AFMAT laptop cooler. Now, opening the box, you'll see I have a little check me if you're happy card, a instruction manual, definitely needed that. Silicone adapters so that way it can actually fit snugly against the laptop. Charging cable, another adapter, some little pieces I haven't figured out what they're for, but I'm thinking it's for a permanent attachment. And of course we have the unit itself. Once you pull the unit out, the build quality on it looks fairly good. The plastic feels cheap. I'm not exactly sure what these do. Of course, I have to read the instructions later to actually figure this out. It's got the air vent for the exhaust. Yeah, the plastic just feels cheap. There is the fan speed controls and the power button. Also the USB. The USB cable is nice. It's not the best USB cable I've seen, but it will work. It's a bit longer than what I would like. The upside is it gives you room to run around the laptop where you can find a good spot to plug it in. But a lot of times you're going to find out you have excess cable. Fits in snugly. Now, let's get this thing hooked up and see how it does. Okay, as of right now, I got it up on full speed. And I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but that thing is loud. I mean loud. Of course, my temperatures are running in 30s, late upper 30s, lower 40s. So not bad for idle temps. And of course, you can adjust the volume down, or volume down. That's sad when you adjust the fan speed and you call it volume down, but it is actually pretty accurate. I don't know what this is reading. Okay, apparently that's the power button. Yeah. Okay. So I thought this was two buttons and one is actually just one solid button. So you got a power off and on, and then you got your fan speed. Of course, if you turn it off, give it a second, so I can still feel air being blown out from my laptop. And of course, the temperatures are still at upper 30s, lower 40s, which is honestly no surprise. This actually is ambient temperature, so this is going to be affected by ambient temperature. But now let's really test this thing. I tested this thing earlier with some benchmarking. So now we are going to run a benchmarking test and see how this thing does. Okay, right now I'm actually using the benchmark on Ghost Recon Wildlands. It's not the newest game, but this game is very, very stressful on a computer. And right now with the temps, it's actually staying in the 70s. That's actually moderately impressive. Earlier when I ran this benchmark, which I'll actually have a video of it, I got up in the 90s. Of course, this is not over yet. We'll see how it does here in a minute. But I did get into the 90s and I did get the thermal throttling. I'm pretty sure I'm hitting some thermal throttling now. Wow. That actually did pretty good. Now I did, as you can tell, there are some peaks into the 90s, but it constantly didn't run into the 90s. Let's put this thing on max and run the benchmark again, just to see how it does. Of course, you would not want to play this game with that unless you got a headset on. I'm sorry, I'm using my camera to actually record the screen because for some reason the laptop doesn't want to actually record video while I'm actually streaming on it. It's not that great of a gaming laptop. It's an older Asus Republic of Gamers. But the temperature's still back in the 80s. So there's obviously no reason to run this thing at full blast because it's just not helping out that much. But it actually ran the benchmark quite well. Now, for the big question. Would I recommend this cooler? Not really. I only noticed maybe at best 2 to 5 degrees C cooler. At the $31 price point as this video is produced on Amazon, it's not worth it.